Collaboration is essential to making a great explanatory video. Working together on something as involved, creative, and nuanced as an animated video production for your business takes weeks of emails, meetings, comments, notes, drafts, animatics, and renders. Successful explainer videos don't happen in a vacuum. To help manage that constant communication not only between client and explainer video studio but also within the animation team itself, we rely on a suite of digital collaboration tools and cloud software to get the job from pitch to perfection. Here's a look at some online collaboration tools and productivity apps we can use to create the animated videos that take your business to the next level. What tools should animators use? There are a plethora of tools out there that you can use for your animation work. As we delve deeper into this article, let us first look at some of the best tools that will come in handy for your animation work, whether if you are an amateur or a professional animator. Animated videos are fun, but making them can be a tedious task. With Designer, you can animate your designs in seconds. Whether you want a simple GIF or a production-ready animation, you can create an animated masterpiece easier than ever before. Designer is an intuitive animation creator that instantly turns your designs into animated masterpieces. Their exclusive animation creator lets you add motion to any image you want. Your imagination is the only limit. What if you want a professional animation company to handle your animation work, or if you wish to start your own animation business? The video below illustrates the workflow you would expect. Start by identifying the work you want to do. Ask yourself what kind of service you want to offer. Build your team. You may well not have all the skills needed to make short films. Create a working name, choose your team wisely. Create a business plan. An animation studio is a company producing animated media. The broadest such companies conceive of products to produce, own the physical equipment for production, use operators for that equipment, and hold a major stake in the sales or rentals of the media produced. Depends on the animation type. The reason most films are going to computer animation is because it is significantly cheaper to make than drawn cartoons. A single second of animated footage usually has about 24 pictures in. For a drawn cartoon, then this requires 24 pictures. The main reason that a low-level animator's salary is so low is because they don't receive an hourly salary. Most studios pay out per frame shot. The pay is dependent on how much the animator can get done and also on how complicated the frame might be. It's fairly hard to break into animation, but once you are in, as long as you can play nice with others, you are in. Most jobs animators get there because of referrals from other animators. For instance, an animation studio posted a job for an animator for a TV series. They received 1,500 resumes. Japanese animation, also known as anime pronounced anime, is a popular form of animation in Japan which is quickly spreading in the US. The major difference between anime and American cartoons is that unlike American cartoons, which are only watched by children, anime is popular among the Japanese adults, and is so, you like to order your first animated video. Great, here's what you should do. Imagine that you're ordering a tailor-made suit. You need to give the tailor a lot of information, your measurements, the fabric you'd like to use, the design of your suit, and many other things. The same goes for ordering an animated video. To kickstart your animation project, you will need to write a good brief. Don't assume that people on the other side will know what you have in mind. Explain your product or service, write the essentials of your brand and company, and present your target audience. That's how the animation studio will know how to develop a video that matches your business objectives. Your brief needs to clearly state the video's purpose. Let the animation studio know how you intend to use this video and what is your target audience. Your brief should also make it clear how you define the video campaign as successful. Tell the animation studio what you are planning to achieve with the video and what you hope will happen once the video is finished and lived. It is smart to also establish a metric that will measure the success of the video once it is released. That could be the number of views to your website or the video's click-through rate. The animation studio needs to have a full understanding of audience on a receiving end of your project. Focus on one primary segment of your audience per video. You can define a secondary or tertiary audience. Animation producers could also use an example of your customer. Create your audience member's profile that perfectly captures the essential characteristic of your target audience or its segments. Tell the studio where most of your customers come from, what is their age, gender, occupation, and others. But don't limit yourself to demographic data. Providing the studio with a description of their lifestyle might be even more valuable and effective. The core message of your animation project needs to clearly communicate its benefits for viewers. What's in it for me? That is the question your target will be asking. And the answer should land in your brief. Describe these benefits and you can be sure that your message is not only understood, but also that the viewers of your video act upon it. Define one key message per audience. If you present more than one message, your brief will be confusing. Your animation project might feature too much information, and that could be a sign that you need to produce more than one video. Present the key benefits of your product and why customers should buy it. Marketers call these arguments reason to believe or reason why. It's a good idea to show the animation studio the emotional or rational arguments that stand behind your offer. At this stage, have a budget allocated for your animation project. That gives the animation studio an idea about your video. Consult with a production partner that you trust to develop a realistic budget for your project. The good thing about animation studios is that they can be flexible and tell a single message in many ways that suit different budgets. If your budget is flexible, you can count on studios to provide you with a selection of different options. Your brief should also point to the preferred narration and style of your video. This information will help the animation studio develop an accurate quote for your video. For instance, professional voice-over cost can vary depending on your target format, TV or web. To ensure that the animation studio knows how to define the style of your video, find visual references to styles you like. Be as specific as you can. If you have any specific delivery requirements, mention them at this point. Consider the languages, resolutions, or file formats that relate to your delivery needs. Let the animation producers know about your competitors and their video marketing campaigns. Provide the studio with examples of videos you like or dislike. That is how the animation studio can learn what their video will be up against and how to create something that helps your brand to stand out from the crowd. You will be giving producers a clear idea of the kind of video quality you're looking for. Your brief should also include information about the location of the video, website, email campaign, trade show, etc. The animation's placement will determine its format. Different platforms have different length limits. Aspect ratios can vary as well. Good marketing animations should be platform specific and contextual. That is why you need to produce your video with a platform already in mind. Your call to action should be contextual. What is the point of asking your target to visit your website if the video is already hosted on your website? Finally, let the animation studio know what is the deadline for your project. That way, the team can develop a realistic project timeline that ensures the delivery of the product on time. Remember that the more people are involved in the production, the more time it will take to ensure that all the key stakeholders are around to provide immediate feedback. A good brief can make or break your animation project. Follow these steps and you will be on your way to writing a brief that helps the animation studio realize your vision. But remember that your brief is only the beginning of your animation project. The animation studio will go over your brief and possibly change some of its aspects to make sure that you get the best animated video for your brand.